Hello students, welcome to Mount Litera Z School, Surat. In this video, we are going to learn about brainstorming and mind map. Let's move ahead. Brainstorming. Okay, here in image you can see some students are writing something on board. Okay, you may be surprised what they are doing. Okay, in previous classes we have discussed about stepwise thinking, logical thinking, gathering and organizing information. This year we will learn how to plan out any group or individual activity in conceptual way. Here you can see group of students are sharing their ideas for the activity buying computers. They are noting down their ideas on board. The question is, what is brainstorming? Brainstorming is a technique of generating ideas. What are the main steps involved in brainstorming session? A group of people sit together and think about a given topic. Each person shares his or her idea with the group. All the generated ideas or solutions are noted down. So these are some mandatory steps, compulsory steps when we are conducting any brainstorming session. Okay, we have to sit together. Okay, each one should get chance to share their idea. No any discussion should be done. Okay, and whatever ideas are generated, we should note it down. Apart from some rules, some guidelines are also there to make your brainstorming session more effective. Some space where brainstorming can be conducted. Something on which the ideas can be written down. 1 or 2 persons to note down the ideas generated without discussion or criticism. Okay, this is important. We cannot criticize or discuss on any idea. A relaxed atmosphere so that each person can express his or her ideas without fear. One person speaks at a time. Okay, generally it is observed that if we are planning something, we can just hear the noises everywhere. Sounds like we are quarreling or arguing. But it should not be like that. One relaxed atmosphere should be there and each one should get chance one by one to give their idea. When the group feels that enough ideas have been generated, the brainstorming session ends. By following the steps and guidelines, okay, one brainstorming session conducted with my students, so I have placed over here, that is on the topic planning one-day picnic. And each and every students have given some ideas. Okay, here students can give multiple ideas also. Same idea can be repeated also. Okay, some has given the idea resort. Some has given idea about the food, drinks, snacks. Okay, some has given idea about games. So I have noted down all that ideas. So in that way you can conduct the brainstorming session. Brainstorming will provide one startup to plan your activity. Okay, if any activity you are going to conduct, any group activity or something, so it will give one startup. We can gather people, we can take their ideas, we can ask about their prior knowledge. If anyone is having any doubt, they can ask question also. So it will give one quick startup to your activity. Gathering all possible ideas is not enough. Some of these ideas are related. We need to list them so that the related ones are together. You can use mind maps to identify the relationships and then organize the ideas for the presentation. Okay, when we note down the ideas, we cannot do any discussion. We cannot do any criticism. So we have to just note down the ideas. So after brainstorming session over, we feel that some ideas are not related and some are related with each other. So we can express it through mind map. Okay, this we can do using mind maps. What is mind map? Mind map is graphical representation of ideas and their relationships. What are the guidelines to create mind map? Start with the center main idea. Create categories and subcategories. Lines are used to connect categories and subcategories. Use different colors to make it attractive and visible. Each branch should be connected to one topic only. Keep the mind map clear with radiant hierarchy. Okay, all these are the guidelines. So to prepare mind map, you can download XMind application on your computer or Simple Mind on your phone to create mind map. This is one example of mind map. Here you can see it is very easy to see all the categories and subcategories at once, all the ideas at once, and it is categorized in different way. So we can read it clearly that our center topic is planning one-day picnic. Then we have categorized in different way: places, make list of people, things to carry. Okay, here you can see things to carry is further classified in games, food, other items. Okay, so it is very easy to read all this at once. So we can get clear idea at a glance. Okay, so mind map is visual representation of ideas. And we can use mind map to see all that ideas together. We can create the summary of idea. We can take startup of the presentation, take it as a startup of presentation. Okay, we can convert the textual content into mind map, so we can recall it easily. So if you observe that while creating mind map, categorization is important. Okay, creating categories and subcategories, that is important. So what is categorization? Organize information or items based on common features into various groups or categories. Find out the common features in information or items. For example, color, size, function, location, etc. Group the items with the same feature or related ideas into category. Okay, so categorization is very important. You can start with the center topic, but then you can categorize the topic in different categories, and then you can divide further into subcategories. Here one example is given. It is small example of categorization. Here some data is given. Games, word processing, supercomputer, laptop, scratch, microcomputer, internet. Okay, nowadays if you see that lots of data is available. Okay, data analysis, data science, all these terms you may heard about. So data is very important for us. For artificial intelligence also data is very important. Okay, so once we gather data, it is important to categorize that data. Okay, so first step is we will observe that this data, then we'll divide it into categories. Okay, so as per my observation, there are two categories: applications and types of gadgets. Okay, after creating categories, the next step is divide that data into that category. So one by one we'll check it out, that games will go to applications, word processing will go to application, then supercomputer will go to types of gadget, laptop will go to types of gadget, scratch will go to application, microcomputer will go to this types of gadget, and internet will go to application. So in that way we can divide data into category. Till then you practice brainstorming, mind map and categorization. Thank you and goodbye.